fascinating facts about the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is widely regarded as the epitome of an Italian Renaissance masterpiece. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Mona Lisa was visited by an average of 1,500 people per hour. Despite the fact that the Louvre houses over 6,000 paintings, the Mona Lisa attracts over 90% of visitors. Mona Lisa is an abbreviation of Madonna Lisa, or My Lady Lisa, and should be spelled Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is owned by the French government. The Mona Lisa cannot be bought or sold under French heritage law. The public owns the painting. Because of all the love letters she receives, Mona Lisa has her own mailbox at the Louvre. Marcel Duchamp, a Dadaist, painted one of the most famous parodies of the Mona Lisa in 1919. The initials LHQQ mean she has a hot ass in French. On June 23, 1852, Luc Maspero, a French artist, threw himself from the fourth-floor window of his Paris hotel room. He left a note about the Mona Lisa that stated, "I've struggled with her smile for years. I'd rather die than live." Several times, the Mona Lisa has been attacked. A man threw acid at the painting in 1956. A man threw a rock at the painting a few months later, chipping some of its pigment. The painting is now protected by bulletproof glass. It took museum staff 48 hours to notice the theft of the Mona Lisa from the Louvre in 1911. Following the theft, the subsequent media attention aided in propelling the Mona Lisa to international fame. Despite its cultural significance, the Mona Lisa is quite small, 30 inches by 21 inches and 18 pounds. Picasso, the famed artist, was a suspect in the 1911 Mona Lisa theft because he was apprehended before attempting to sell stolen Louvre pieces. While it appears that the Mona Lisa lacks eyelashes and brows, a 2007 study revealed that they were originally painted on her. They gradually faded away, most likely as a result of excessive cleaning. Da Vinci is said to have kept the Mona Lisa with him for more than a decade and worked on it until his death. Mona Lisa's face was analyzed using emotion recognition software in 2005. According to the results of the analysis, she is 83% happy, 9% disgusted, 6% afraid, and 2% angry. The Mona Lisa is not a canvas painting. Instead, it is painted on three 1.5-inch thick pieces of wood. The Mona Lisa effect is the illusion that the eyes of a person in a painting follow you wherever you go. However, this is not the case with the real Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa was hung in Napoleon's bedroom. Most art historians believe the Mona Lisa's subject is Lisa Gherardini, the second wife of wealthy Florentine silk merchant Francesco del Giocondo. Although Francesco del Giocondo commissioned Leonardo da Vinci to paint the Mona Lisa, Leonardo did not give it to him for some reason. Leonardo eventually moved the painting to France, where he continued to work on it until his death. A Japanese artist created a replica of the Mona Lisa on a piece of toast in 1983. On April 21, 1974, a woman spray-painted the Mona Lisa red in protest of the museum's failure to provide disabled people with access. The painting was protected by glass and was unharmed. The Mona Lisa is the world's most visited, written about, sung about, and parodied work of art. Napoleon Bonaparte admired the Mona Lisa and referred to her as the Sphinx of the Orient. He addressed her as Sphinx of the Orient. The Mona Lisa's enchantment stems from Leonardo's use of sfumato, or not drawing out lines. The blurring is most noticeable around her eyes and mouth. Author Dan Brown suggests in his book The Da Vinci Code that the Mona Lisa contains clues to the location of the Holy Grail. The book sparked an influx of new visitors to the Louvre. Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519, an Italian artist, began painting the Mona Lisa when he was about 51 years old. When Leonardo died in 1519, his student and assistant Sully inherited the Mona Lisa. King Francois of France most likely purchased it from Sully, and thus an Italian artist's painting became the property of France. The crowds viewing the Mona Lisa at the Louvre became so unbearable that the museum instituted a queue system in which patrons have about 30 seconds to view the painting. Every year, over 6 million people visit the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa. They each look at her for about 15 seconds. Visit the Musée du Louvre website to see a close-up of the Mona Lisa. You can zoom in on the painting and compare scientific tests such as infrared, X-radiography, and UVF scans. The man who stole the Mona Lisa from the Louvre in 1911 had assisted in the construction of the glass case that housed the painting. He hid in the broom closet overnight and emerged the next morning. He was Italian and thought the painting belonged to his country.